if you, sorry, how do I turn? If you had your time again as a councillor, and you were say in your late 20s, early 30s today, would you want to be a councillor?
What, work into the agenda of the older times, do you mean,
No,
or in this present day?
In present day.
Yeah.
I would want to be a councillor if they were of a like mind to me and we were working as a team together. At the moment, as I see it, there's very little teamwork of councillors today. The whole thing's been hijacked by the government. We have a situation where if you are a councillor today, you're under a constant threat of being brought up on a code of conduct charge, even if you were to question the action of certain employed officers. It's not unknown for councillors to have to answer to a code of conduct. It's a great pity in local authorities today that the officers of the council, the employed officers of the councils, don't have a similar code of conduct.
Yes, they've resisted having a code of conduct. They can bring charges against a member under the member's code of conduct, but they have resisted having a code of conduct for themselves, which bears a slight irony.
Yeah.
But I think Ray would want to be there because that's the way he is.
Yeah.
How long he would survive under this regime was perhaps another matter.
I think it's interesting to note that when I first was asked to stand for the council, it wasn't something I volunteered myself for. I was an ordinary resident and businessman, and I was asked on several occasions, and actually they persisted, and I agreed to go on the council. But my view of going on the council has been, as a member of the public, to do my very best for the people of this borough in the best way I could. We didn't get any particular pay. We got very, very loose, expensive. It cost me actually quite a lot of money to be a councillor. I had to neglect my business, but the enthusiasm was to try and make the borough a better place. I believe that situation has changed. I don't believe elected members now really have too much power to see that the borough becomes a better place. They appear to be dictated to by central government, who inflict all sorts of things on them. Whether or not that they are right to go along with what central government suggests is another story. Perhaps if I was the leader of the council today, I might be of a different nature, and there might be a constant war going on between me and my colleagues and central government. But this is only just conjecture.
If I was, as you say, 20s, 30s, I would volunteer to go on the council because that's how I'm made as well. I would find it very, very frustrating because I have a questioning mind, I have an analytical mind, and I would find it difficult to just accept the status quo that as an elected member I have very little influence and very little effect. That's not to be derogatory about the people that are serving now, because they do the job as they see it. I know an awful lot of people work very, very hard indeed at what they're doing. And there is a reluctance always for people of the moment to consider anything from the past. It's completely blank, and as you know, enjoying history, there is always something to be learned from the past. And the key is